Did you know that many babies start learning to roll by accident? Usually because they're reaching for something, twisting their hips, or trying to look at you, and then suddenly they're stuck halfway and furious? One minute they're happily kicking on the playmat, and the next they've rolled onto their side, can't finish the movement, and they're yelling like the world is ending. And that's the moment most parents start wondering, should I be helping this? Am I supposed to teach rolling? What if my baby isn't doing it yet? Are they behind? If that's you, you're in the right place. In this video, I'm going to show you simple, safe, realistic ways to help your baby learn to roll. Without forcing it, without stressing about milestones, and without turning tummy time into a daily battle. You'll get 4 clear tips you can start today, plus a quick checklist of when to worry and when to breathe. First, let's get one important thing out of the way. Rolling isn't a trick you teach like a party skill. It's a motor milestone that happens when your baby's body is ready, when the neck, core, shoulders, and hips start working together. Your job isn't to push them into it. Your job is to set up the environment, give the right kind of practice, and let their nervous system do the learning. Also, babies don't all roll the same way or in the same order. Some babies roll from tummy to back first. Some roll from back to tummy first. Some do a weird half roll for weeks. Some get it one day and then forget for a while. That is all normal. Now, before we do the tips, let's talk about what rolling actually requires. Rolling looks simple, but it's a full body coordination skill. Your baby needs enough head control to lift and turn the head. They need shoulder stability to push a little with one arm. They need core strength to rotate the trunk. They need hip mobility so the pelvis can lead the movement. And they need practice feeling their weight shift from one side to the other. That weight shift is the magic ingredient most parents don't realize. So, if your baby is constantly frustrated during tummy time, or always stuck on their side, or only rolls when they're angry, those are clues about what skill is missing. And that's exactly what these tips target. Tip number 1, make side lying your secret weapon. If you take nothing else from this video, take this. Side lying is the bridge between back and tummy. It's where babies learn weight shift, head turning, and bringing hands to midline, all the stuff that makes rolling possible. Here's how to do it. Place your baby on their side on a firm, safe surface like a play mat. Then roll a small blanket or towel behind their back to keep them comfortably on the side instead of flopping back. You're not strapping them in, you're just giving a little support so they can stay in that position long enough to explore. Then bring a toy in front of them at chest level, not up high. You want them to reach forward with the top arm, not arch back. When your baby reaches, their body naturally rotates. Their top leg often wants to move forward too. That's the exact pattern for rolling. Let them play there for a minute or two, then switch sides. Do this a couple of times a day, and you'll be shocked at how quickly rolling starts to make sense. If your baby hates being on their side at first, start with you. Lay back slightly on the couch or bed, place your baby sideways across your lap so they're supported by your body, and let them look at you and reach for your face. Babies will work harder for a real human than for any toy on earth. Tip number 2, upgrade tummy time so it builds strength without misery. A lot of parents hear more tummy time and think it means more crying. It doesn't. Tummy time is not one position. It's a category. If your baby hates flat on the floor tummy time, start elevated. Put your baby tummy down on your chest while you recline. Or use a firm pillow or a rolled towel under their chest with their elbows in front of them. The goal is to help them prop and lift the head without collapsing face first every 5 seconds. Here's the key part, elbows in. Most babies struggle because their arms end up too wide or too far back, and then it's basically impossible to lift their chest. So gently bring their elbows under their shoulders, not forced, just guided. Then place a toy or your face slightly in front of them and a little to one side. When they turn their head to track something, they begin that rotation pattern that leads into rolling. And keep it short and frequent. Think mini workouts, 30 seconds here, 1 minute there, a few times a day. Consistency matters more than one long session that ends in tears. Also, practice tummy time to side lying. When your baby is on tummy and starts to fatigue, don't just pick them up. Help them roll gently onto their side as a break. That teaches the pathway and keeps the experience positive. Tip number 3, teach the movement pattern with a gentle hip lead. Rolling often happens from the hips first. Babies don't roll by yanking with the head. They roll by shifting weight and letting the pelvis lead. Here's how you can help without forcing. Put your baby on their back. Bend one knee and cross it gently over the body toward the opposite side, like you're bringing the knee across the belly. That little movement rotates the pelvis. Then wait. Give them a second. See if the shoulder follows. Many babies will naturally turn their head and start to complete the roll. If they get stuck with the shoulder pinned, you can help by guiding the top shoulder forward just a tiny bit, like you're helping them unwrap. The goal is not to roll them like a log. The goal is to teach the sequence. Hip leads, trunk rotates, shoulder follows, head turns. Do this on both sides, a few reps, once or twice a day. Keep it playful, smile, talk to them. Celebrate the effort, not just the result. One big mistake here is pulling by the arm. Avoid that. Pulling on the arm can twist the shoulder in a way that doesn't teach good control. Always lead from the hips and support the trunk. Tip number 4, use motivation strategically. Your baby will roll for the right reward. Babies are tiny scientists. They repeat what works. So instead of hoping rolling just happens, give them a reason to try. On their back, hold a favorite toy slightly to the side, not directly above. If the toy is above, they'll just reach up and stay flat. If it's to the side, they have to rotate to get it. You can also use a mirror on the floor beside them because many babies will work very hard to look at a face, even their own. Another great motivator is you. Sit next to them and use your voice. Call their name from the side, let them track you, make silly sounds. Then when they start to rotate, pause and let them struggle a tiny bit. That little struggle is learning. Then help just enough to let them succeed. And if your baby is already rolling one direction but not the other, that's normal too. Babies often have a favorite side. In that case, do more play and more reaching on the non-favorite side to balance things out. Now let's talk about what not to do, because this part matters. Don't turn rolling into a drill when your baby is exhausted, hungry, or overstimulated. Practice works best when your baby is calm and alert. If they're screaming, they're not learning the pattern, they're just trying to cope. Don't panic if your baby rolls once and then stops. That happens all the time. They discover a milestone and then go back to practicing pieces of it. Rolling can also disappear temporarily when babies are working on something else, like reaching, grabbing, or later, sitting. And don't compare your baby to other babies online. Some babies roll early and sit later. Some sit early and roll later. The order is not always predictable. Now the safety part. This is the part you absolutely need to hear. Once your baby shows signs of rolling, like twisting, getting to their side, or rolling sometimes, you need to treat every surface like they might roll. No leaving them on a bed, couch, changing table, or any high surface even for a second. Rolling can happen fast, and babies always pick the exact moment you look away. Also, sleep safety. Always put your baby down on their back to sleep. If they can roll and they roll onto their tummy on their own, what matters most is that the sleep space is safe. Firm mattress, no loose blankets, no pillows, no bumpers, no toys. And if you're swaddling and your baby is showing signs of rolling, it's time to stop swaddling with arms in, because rolling while swaddled can be dangerous. You can transition to an arms-free sleep sack. If you're unsure about the swaddle transition, check with your pediatrician so you feel confident with your baby's exact stage. Now, when should you actually worry? Most of the time, rolling differences are normal, but it's worth mentioning to your pediatrician if you notice your baby feels very stiff all the time or very floppy, your baby always keeps their head turned one way and resists turning the other, You notice a strong flat spot on one side of the head? Your baby can't tolerate any tummy time at all, even with support. Or your baby seems to use one side of the body much less than the other. And honestly, if you ever feel like something is off, trust that instinct. A quick check can bring peace of mind and, if needed, simple exercises tailored to your baby. Now I'm going to give you a simple daily plan so you don't have to think about this all day. Here's a 5-minute rolling routine. First minute, side-lying play on the left with a toy in front. Second minute, side-lying play on the right. Third minute, elevated tummy time on your chest or with a small towel under the chest. Fourth minute, hip lead rolling practice, 2 or 3 gentle reps each side. Fifth minute, back play with a toy held to the side so they reach and rotate. That's it. 5 minutes. Once a day is enough to build consistency or split it into 2 mini sessions. And one last thing I want you to remember, rolling is not a test you pass or fail. It's a skill your baby builds through thousands of tiny movements, kicks, reaches, head turns, side wiggles. Your baby is learning even when it doesn't look dramatic. If you want, tell me in the comments how old your baby is and what they're doing right now. Are they stuck on their side, rolling tummy to back only, or not interested at all yet? And if you want more baby development videos like this, simple, realistic, and research-informed, subscribe so you don't miss the next one. You're doing better than you think, and your baby is learning more than you can see.